Yo guys, Simikaz here. In this video, we are going to be going over a lot of stuff. We're going to be talking about if Ones to Watch Team 2 will crash the market again, just like we saw last week with Team 1 on Friday. We're going to be talking about the current state of the market. We're going to be talking about new Heroes cards, some price range updates. We have Foot Champs coming out, so we're going to have some predictions on what the market's going to do this weekend, as well as just talking about the meta market and icons as well. We got a full video for you guys. If you do enjoy today's episode, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and let's just get into it. So guys, this one's going to be a little bit longer than usual. So there will be the little video chapters on the bottom. I'll put them in so you can skip to the parts that you guys really want to hear about. I do recommend you watch the whole thing, but I won't be offended if you guys don't. So starting off, we're going to talk about the, will Ones to Watch Team 2 crash the market? Is the Ones to Watch cards, are we going to see a ton of supply kill the market like it did last time round? And as you guys can see, we'll go over here on Footbin. This is what happened, from Friday into Saturday. The market got absolutely decimated here, and anything that was low rated and had a lot of pack supply was killed, and we got a lot more pack supply than expected. We also at one point got pack supply at like midnight on one of the nights during the weekend, so we just got so much supply nobody was expecting, and we saw a lot of cards die, a lot of investments die that was really just unexpected. And you can even see here you have cards like Malin, Promes, cards that are still down, like, down 800 coins for Malin. That is crazy to me. So a lot of cards came down, but some cards came down that shouldn't be as low, and a lot of fodder cards, we're going to talk about it a little bit later, but a lot of those cards came down a lot. What we did see with metas is we saw them come down a little bit over the weekend. A good example would be Team of the Week 1. Some of the Team of the Week 1 cards did very well. What we ended up seeing was they came down on the weekend on Friday during pack supply, and they actually went up over the weekend. Salah was a really good example of a card that you could have flipped during this kind of panic, because he was actually out of packs, and all we saw was this card getting sold for no reason, just due to some sheer panic. So as you guys can see here, here's his Wednesday price. He finally leaves packs here, and on Friday he actually dropped down to as low as 480 as the average daily price. I'm actually sure he went down a little bit lower. I want to say I saw a couple on Xbox for 450. And he was sub 500k on PlayStation as well. And as you guys can see, he's actually up to 550 on PlayStation now, and he's about 525k on Xbox as well. The prices haven't updated from the Monday ones just yet, but as you guys can see, he's gone up a considerable amount, and I actually expected this with Mo Salah because he is such a meta card. He's gonna have no supply, and he will end up being extinct at one point in the future. Now, how would you know to look for a card like Salah? What is a card that we can look at during some panic if we do get some on Friday? Which, by the way, guys, to answer the question, yes, I do think we're gonna see the market crash. I do think we're going to see a lot of the lower rated cards get killed even more, and maybe even some fodder get killed in price some more. But there is still some very good opportunity for you guys to make coins, and we will have a video out later this week, I think on Thursday, talking about what to buy during that time. But what I do think is going to happen is on Friday we're going to get pack supply, and during the afternoon or the evening you're going to see a lot of these cards go down. Now, what are the best cards to kind of find and pick up? Like, how would someone know to pick up Salah? Look for cards that are out of packs and are getting panic sold for no reason, just because of sheer panic, not because there's supply coming in. Salah was a good example of this. He came down in price because people were just scared that the market was going down, so they were selling, and Salah has no cards. Now, some cards that you guys can do this with is any of the Ones to Watches in Team 1, and if I can find where any of the cards in Ones to Watch Team 1, because they will all be out of packs on Friday. So these cards, you might see some panic selling on them. You might want to pick them up. The best time to probably buy would be like, 7, 8 p.m. UK. We're not going to get any lightning rounds or anything, so I wouldn't worry about that. But you might see some panic on these cards, and they'll obviously rebound pretty nicely. We also got 3 more cards as well. Leon Bailey, Delaney, and Griezmann. Now, I don't really know what to expect with these cards. There isn't a lot of supply of them, so when they do go out of packs, you might actually see them rise a little bit more, especially Leon Bailey and Griezmann. With Leon Bailey, though, I really question picking him up because I wonder if people are going to sell a lot, especially during the weekends where Villa play, because as of right now, he got hurt like a few matches ago. but he also, I feel like he doesn't get regular minutes at Villa. Whereas Griezmann, for example, he'll actually play and he'll be way more fun to kind of trade with. So quickly before we move on, this is the index gold. We're gonna see gold's pretty much the same kind of trend, a huge drop off in a lot of prices, and the gold, you know, is kind of in a consistent downtrend. And unfortunately, just so much fodder has been getting killed, and nothing has really sustained, you know, its price. And it does kind of suck because there are some really good cards that could have made good coins, but we just got so much supply this year that there's nothing to counter it. The demand was no match for the supply. Taking a quick look at the icon market. The icon market wasn't really affected too much, and I hope Futbin adds a Heroes version too soon, because Heroes are an interesting one to talk about. But the icon market's done very well. It held very good. We saw a little bit of a drop off into the weekend from Panic, and again, icons would have been a great buy during that time, but it's rebounded very nicely, and I expect the icon market to continue to do very well, at least until icon swaps comes out. I mean, I don't see anything taking this icon market down. Icon trading is superb to do, and another reason for you guys to subscribe, we do have an icon trading guide coming out, I believe, on Wednesday, so don't miss out on that. Okay, so let's talk about some of the popular cards. I've been getting a lot of questions recently. Some cards that held their price very well, and I think you guys can kind of, you know, look to pick them up, say, on Friday or something. Ousmane Dembele and Kimpembe. Kimpembe I've seen in a lot of pros teams. He is like all their starting center backs and stuff. I like Kimpembe to kind of hold his price. But realistically, guys, as far as investing goes, I'd hold off on anything that's like a medium-term, short-term investment. I just don't like it. I think we're getting way too much supply. Timo Werner and Lukaku were murdered. Lukaku was good for a 65 to 75k flip, and then when Ones to Watch came out, he got murdered, especially because he wasn't in Team 1, which really did hurt his case. It's why I recommended you guys sold beforehand. Before Ones to Watch came out, because of the risk of that. And unfortunately with Lukaku, you know, I doubt he really gets that price back up just because he wasn't included in Team 1. And as you guys can see, just a major fall here from, you know, into Friday and Saturday, and it's just because he wasn't included. And then he was in all that supply that we got, you know, a lot of welcome backpacks for all the standard edition people, and then we had a lot of promo packs drop and stuff. So unfortunately, Lukaku did take a hit. Does he recover up to 65k, 70k? Probably not. Does he get back up to like 50k? I'd say yeah, there's a good shot at it. He's still a very good card in game, and I think people are still learning the meta. We also are seeing our first weekend league.
It's happening! Everybody stay calm!
Coming this weekend, which I'm going to get into in a few minutes because it's very interesting for the market. As far as some of the other cards go, I did tell you guys to avoid any of the super low rateds. I was really afraid they were going to get killed. And a lot of them did. You know, Malin was 800 coins. A lot of them got killed. Renato Sanchez went under 10k. St. Maximin went under 10k. I mean, St. Maximin I think was 20k at the start of last week. So he got killed a lot too. And again, some of the fodder is just getting ridiculously low. Carrasco was ridiculously low. You know, Wijnaldum, even at 84 is kind of low. So many cards just getting murdered in price as far as fodder goes. And I guess that can lead me to my next point, and this is a long-term investment, guys. We do have some play of the months coming out soon. I do think we're going to be getting a Scream promo soon, probably end of October. And we always do get some nice SBCs, and I think, you know, EA, they put out that upgrade SBC, which I really did like. I think they're going to start putting out some stuff to move some prices up a little bit. Fodder's just a little bit too low, and it kind of pushes people away from opening packs. So if you guys want a long-term investment, pick up anybody that's 86 or higher. Literally anybody. I recommend defenders, but like Hummels, for example. 5k for 86 rated Hummels, that's way too low. Even the 87s and the 88s. You know, I think Sergio Ramos at 15k, that is really, really cheap. And eventually he will be like 30k. You will double your coins on that. Now, obviously, you know, it's not, I say it's long-term because you never know when these cards are going to go up. You know, Ramos might be 30k in December for all we know, depending on content. But these cards will not be this low forever. There will be something that pushes them up. And again, I mentioned it in the Player of the Month video. Ruben Diaz, for example, I love this guy. 10K right there. You can snipe him for 10K on either console. That is a great investment. You guys can hold on for a little while, and you know, he'll eventually go up in price. Same with even the 89s. Casemiro, 16K. He's 89 rated. Even the 90 rated Kane at 20K, that's too low. And even Oblak, man, 30K for 91 rated, way too low. But again, Fodder, you know, we don't know when it will go up. We don't know what SBCs are going to drop, so we don't really know how much demand there'll be. In order for Fodder to really fly, we would need an SBC to drop that would be insane. And during this one swatch promo, I don't see that happening. Maybe during the next Scream or Rule Breakers promo, maybe. But we're not going to get any icon SBCs or anything like that this early on. That would really push up Fodder. And, you know, as far as, you know, it goes, this would be a long-term hold. What I would recommend doing and what I'm going to do, just pick up like one of each, store them in your club, and eventually they'll go up in price for you guys to sell. Now, moving on to the big one. We have Foot Champs this weekend. Well, Foot Champs Finals, which, you know, I don't know if I'm even going to be playing in them.
That tastes like promotion!
But I think the Foot Champs Finals, I think Foot Champs is going to be great for the market, especially the metas, and it's why I'm really adamant about you guys picking up cards and picking up metas during the panic on Friday. Again, I'm gonna have a whole video on it later this week, but I just want to brush over it quickly. There's going to be a lot of demand to play this weekend. A lot of people are going to want to play Foot Champs, and you know, if they're in Foot Champs, they're going to be trying to get in because the rewards are really good this year. The rewards are insane this year. And even the qualifying rewards, they're not too bad too. Just to qualifying for Foot Champs, you get 2 25K packs, which is, it's decent. As well as I don't know where to look for the actual Foot Champs rewards, but they're really good this year as well. And what's going to happen is a lot of people that don't make Foot Champs this weekend, they're really going to grind this weekend. So I just see so many people looking to, you know, buy a lot of players for their teams. I think the market, as we saw, is kind of flattened out now. I don't expect to see it go too much lower. I do think we'll see like a mini flash crash on Friday. As far as, you know, those lightning rounds, or not lightning rounds, but the promo packs come out. I think we'll see a little bit of supply. Not as bad as last week, but there will be some panic on some metas. Pick it up during that panic, resell at night, or use for your teams, whatever you guys want to do. Now, real quick, before we wrap up the video, we're going to talk about heroes a little bit. We had a lot of price range updates, and, you know, some of these cards are so fun to trade with. They're pretty much the same as icon trading, but there's a lot of hype around some of these cards. What I do love about some of these hero cards is they are very cheap. So for example, like Campos, for example, he's 58K. Like, this is a cool card to have in your club. I know he's not very linkable. I know he has Liga BBV. He's got the Mexican League one. But he's still a solid card. And, you know, I think it's just, they're going to be so much fun to play with. When you're playing with these cards, you guys trade with them. Please don't hold some of these ones. I mean, obviously some of the better ones like Pele, this one, Keen maybe even. You guys can obviously use them, but be careful because some of these prices are very inflated. A lot of people are excited to use these cards because it's like the first time they're out and stuff. But be careful because eventually they will end up coming down in price. I honestly think in like a few weeks times, you will see like this guy come down. You will see Dudek be under 100K. You'll see Ricken be under 100K. Cahill will be under 100K. So just be careful with some of those lower tier ones. They will come down eventually in price. But right now, they just look like icons. They're trading like icons. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up. Let me know down below what your thoughts are on the current market. I'm excited to hear, you know, if you guys are going to be playing Foot Champs or whatnot. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for making it to the end. And until next time, peace.